Live from Neumann University, it's ToKnight with James McDonald.
Oh, man.
Hey, there he is. There's our guy.
Wow. Hello and welcome to ToKnight. You're here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We have a great last show for you planned. AJ, I can't believe this is the finale here.
I know.
This is crazy. If you had to pick a moment from the show that was a highlight for you, what would you say?
I believe it was, I'm going to say during Sister Linda's interview during the game when she was trying to play Michael Jackson, and my guess was O.J. Simpson.
It's kind of hard to get those. It's kind of pretty easy to get those things mixed up, AJ.
MJ, O.J.
I was going to say the same thing, but a different part of the interview. When Sister Linda said she really enjoys listening to WMGK, and I thought she was talking about MGK, like Machine Gun Kelly. Those two are not intertwined either.
No.
Not alike at all.
It's kind of like what is it? Homophones and isn't there those words that you get mixed up?
Homonyms,
whatever. But I figured, AJ, since it's the last one, and you're always in that seat. Do you want to trade spots for a minute?
It would be an honor and a pleasure to sit in the James chair.
You know what? Here.
I get the jacket too. Oh,
I'll
James,
even give you the
much.
jacket, buddy.
Oh,
This is
Television at its most raw.
you made it big time. You made it big time.
oh man, this is too small.
Man. Is it too small?
We'll make it work. Oh, wow.
Ah, looks fancy. Oh.
I can get used to this.
Ah, this is nice over here. This is nice. We got a great view of our audience here. Why don't you take this moment? Is there anything you've ever wanted to ask me here? We got my mom in the audience.
That
out
is
here.
true.
She's out there.
Miss McDonald.
There she is. Oh yeah, she's on the. Come on, give it away, Mom. Give it away.
Yeah.
She's the best. I'm telling you. She's such a great supporter. Supports me in everything.
I'm sorry, James. I'm gonna have to cut you off. I'm the host now.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. But yeah, she's such a big supporter of mine. Supports me in everything I do. But Mom, leave the tech support to me. I'll handle that part. But yeah, AJ.
Well, there's so many things I could ask you, James. I guess my first question is, why you for this show?
Why me?
Yeah.
That's a Des question, AJ. To be honest.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Well, this has been the ToKnight Show. I'm your host, AJ Tenari. We'll see you all next week.
All right.
I don't think this is for me.
Time to.
I'll stick with the video games.
Yeah, stick with New Game Plus, buddy. I'm just kidding. You know what? It's so hot out, so nice. I think I might even just go with the dress shirt for the rest of the show. I'm feeling it. But yeah, this is a really special show, and AJ, you're graduating this semester.
I'm graduating. That's true.
Fantastic. Give it up for AJ.
Oh, thank you.
You know what? I'm actually a little cold without my suit. It's like Linus with his blanket. I kind of need my suit on. But yeah, you're graduating this semester, and I just want to say on behalf of everybody here, it's just been so great to have you as my co-host, but even more importantly, my friend. And we just appreciate you so much. You bring out the best in me, and I think I can say that you bring out the best out in everyone. So thank you so much,
James,
AJ.
you're gonna make me tear up, man. That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, everyone. I couldn't do it without my lovely fans.
Oh man. A couple other people I just want to thank. We also have two seniors who help out with our show, Xavier Canis and Elizabeth Cavalier. We actually have some time for them for the show, so they're graduating. They're on to great things, and we appreciate them so much. Also want to thank Sean McDonald and Herb Levine for even giving us the show. Yeah. Herb, I hope I didn't mess up your hair the last episode. It looks good now. And one more big thank you to our audience today, and our crew, who's been super, super helpful for every episode, and
Our
especially
producer Des.
our amazing, amazing producer Des does all this stuff that you see tech-wise and
He makes it
and
happen.
writing-wise. Des is the guy who makes it happen. So thank you so much, Des. Yeah. I'd also like to thank the Academy. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't an Oscar speech, unless I get slapped, right? But let's get into our little Pop-Tart.
Let's also introduce our guest today.
Yes, let's also introduce our guest. I'm so sorry, Dr. Hamilton.
It happens all the time.
it happens, right? He is an amazing professor of English and, of course, the many faces of comedy. So thank you so much for being here.
It's great being here.
Yeah, especially for the final episode. I don't think there's anybody else I would want to have on this episode except for you. So thank you for being here. So we have these Pop-Tarts. I know you're a fan of Pop-Tarts. Am I right? Almost just as much as George Carlin.
I think, that's neck and neck.
Okay, all right.
Well, I mean, actually, he's not around anymore, so probably I'm going to win that one.
Right. Okay, that sounds good. Well, we have a lot of Pop-Tarts here. Shout out to Des for getting us for these. And apparently these are all the same. So
Thank you.
here we go. And have to try
So
to
the
see
audience
what-
loves this crinkle sound going on right now.
Oh yeah, this is like
Nice little ASMR.
some ASMR kind of stuff. I'll be honest, I haven't had a Pop-Tart in a couple of years.
I just want to say I really respect you folks for getting real Pop-Tarts and not like the knockoff
Oh,
ones.
yes.
Like this
we don't
has
have to
the
break down
Pop-Tart
that.
logo, so you can tell this is a quality
Oh,
product.
we would never do that. We would never do that. All right.
This is a interesting looking Pop-Tart. Not one that I'm used to.
I don't know what color that is.
Anybody? What does the audience think? What does that look like?
Yeah.
Yellow?
Any guesses?
What'd you say?
Eat it is not a flavor.
And there's things on it.
Little pustules.
Maybe that's for texture.
Well,
There's only one way to find out.
you know what? I've had a good run.
All right, let's try it.
It tastes almost exactly like food.
Almost being the key word.
Almost.
Honestly, this isn't bad. Any guesses what you got, guys?
I think, given the pustulant yellow color, that this is supposed to be lemon.
It's a fair guess.
I think it's lemon, or something not unlike lemon. What did you get?
I'm gonna say I got some kind of apple.
They have the
Kind of
same
apple
thing.
Pop-Tart, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not really feeling a distinct flavor on this one.
I'm enjoying it.
See, the thing that I'm afraid of is I've never seen a lemon Pop-Tart in my entire life. So, how old are these? Do you know where you got these from?
That is
Des
another
bought them
question for our producer.
Des bought them last week.
Where did he buy them? I'd like to know.
Des, where'd you buy those? Acme.
Okay.
Okay,
Not the
so this
Pop-Tart
could be
dispensary.
anywhere within 6 months to 15 years. All right. Cool. Well, you got to get your end of year sugar however you can.
Exactly.
I'm still not sure. I might just have to eat the second one just to make sure. You know.
You sure that's a good idea?
We have a show to do, right? All right. I'm gonna.
true.
Man, you are willing to suffer for your art.
Yes, absolutely. All right. I'm gonna say, Des. Final guess. I'm gonna say this is an apple Pop-Tart.
I'll also say apple.
So you give the remainder of stuff to the guest. Is that how this works?
That's how we actually pay all of our guests in Pop-Tarts.
I was not appraised of that before I sat down this chair.
Is that like a plus?
But this is more than I make in some jobs, so I'll take it.
We're glad we can help you out.
All right. So, what would you say is your guess, Dr. Hamilton?
I think it was meant to be lemon.
It was meant to be lemon.
But it's one of those things like many junk foods where it's not quite lemon. Like they shifted some molecules there for legal reasons or something. So, but it's close enough again for, research purposes.
For research. Okay. All right. Lemon for Dr. Hamilton. AJ, what is your guess?
I had the same one as you, so I'm going to also say apple.
You're going to also say apple. Des, we have 2 apples and 1 lemon. Give me the name of those Pop-Tarts one more time. See if we were right. Crisp apple was 1.
Ooh.
Apple fritter. And lemon cream pie.
All right.
So I think we got them right. I don't know what the difference is between the 2 apples, but I'll say for the sake of the show, we got them right.
Yeah.
What do you?
So do I win a prize?
Another Pop-Tart.
Another Pop-Tart. Come on. Yep.
This is the best day I've ever had.
I think this could be a career for us, Pop-Tart tasters.
We'll start a podcast.
If you can find somebody who's willing to pay for that,
I'll keep you posted. But until then, let's have a look at tonight's entertainment report.
For tonight's entertainment, we have Bill Gates reflects on the great marriage he had with Melinda despite getting a divorce. He says he is still grieving, which is okay because Melinda got to keep the house and he got to keep all the windows. The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial resumed yesterday, and we still have about a couple weeks to go. The only thing I got out of this trial is that Johnny can't even fart in public because Amber Heard. Olivia Wilde was served custody papers by ex-husband Jason Sudeikis while she was in the middle of presenting at CinemaCon. I see Sudeikis is taking a page out of Kanye's book by reenacting the infamous Taylor Swift incident. I'm gonna let you finish, Olivia, but I want my alimony first. And finally, JoJo Siwa was spotted holding hands with ex-girlfriend Kylie Prue during a Disney trip. Speaking of JoJo Siwa, you know she has a joke book? Let me give you a little preview. What do winners wash their hair with? Shampoo. I honestly thought she would at least come up with better jokes. Have you seen that forehead? And that's what I got for you on tonight's entertainment.
Well, Dr. Hamilton, it's so great to have you on the show. How are you doing?
This is a dream come true, James. Thank you so much for
you know
having
what?
me.
We're here. We're here to make dreams
We
come
feel the
true.
same way.
How's everything going? Everything's going?
Well, you know, this is the time of year when we all start getting a little stressed out. but
Yeah.
I think we're going to make it to the end.
I think so. We're almost there. The finish line is right there.
It's in sight.
Well, me and AJ, we always try to do some research on our guests before we interview them. Sometimes that works for the better or for the worse, but we tried to Google you, and I don't know if you're off the grid, but we could not find almost any information on you. The only thing that I was able to find is that you've been at Neumann for over 16 years. Is that correct?
That is correct.
What was your life like before Neumann, before Neumann?
I was dead inside.
You were dead inside.
I feel that, brother.
I mean, I'm still kind of dead inside, but at least now I'm getting paid for it.
Okay. Hey, you know, the money, it's always a good thing. Well, you've been here for so long. I got to ask you, what's your favorite spot on campus? Besides your office, of course.
And the CDM building, of course.
And the CDM building.
Of course. That's actually a great question. You know, my favorite spot, but no one gets to see it, is actually at the top of the convent. I don't know if any of you folks have ever had a chance to see this, but there's actually a dome up there where you can see in every direction for about 20 miles.
Really?
Wow.
But you'll soon be able to see it because they are opening up the convent for public space.
Yeah. Is that a private thing?
It used to be. Like
Okay.
You couldn't get up there. I guess they kept it just for the sisters, but now they're going to open it up actually for I think a meeting space. So
Really?
it's
Really?
really pretty amazing.
That's really interesting. And also, since you've been here for 16 years, I love to play this game. Have you ever played that game? It's like when you're stranded on an island, you had to pick 3 people.
Sure.
So I'm going to ask you that. You're on a stranded island. You can pick 3 people from Neumann to spend your time with.
Wow.
Who would it be?
Answer very carefully.
Besides
Dr.
AJ,
Hamilton.
I know
Very
AJ's going to be one of
carefully.
your top choices, but
Do these have to be faculty or students or any
think anything
limitations?
goes.
this is open to anybody.
Okay. So first I'm going to pick AJ because I feel like he'd be good in a fight.
Yeah.
I feel like you've got that
moxie.
hunger.
Yeah.
You want it bad.
He could have taken over for Sylvester Stallone in Rocky II,
mean,
I think.
obviously.
I tried.
Obviously. I would pick Sister Linda Sariego because I think she's also good in a fight, and because she's my department head, and if I don't say nice things about her, I'll get fired.
Yeah,
So,
exactly, yeah. And how about the third?
Number 3. You know, I would pick actually Dr. Glass.
Okay.
Because
Good choice.
he's a great piano player, so he could keep us entertained while the fighting was happening.
Yes. Oh yeah. Empty glass. Have you listened to any of his music before? He's fantastic.
I've heard his recordings. I've not, unfortunately, seen him live. But I've heard it's quite the experience.
Yeah. Maybe next semester he'll be our in-house Tonight
band.
Show band.
That'd be great.
That would be amazing.
He can tickle the keys for us, maybe. AJ, how about you? Top three, or you're
Top
on
three
you're on a
people?
stranded island. Who would you choose?
Well, James, unfortunately, the answer is not you.
Oh, man.
Nothing personal. I just gotta be practical here.
Okay, yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go with my man Irv. My man Irv, he's got that charisma. He's got that very dry humor that will keep me entertained for years on end. And I feel like it's just a necessary pick. I'm gonna go with Dr. DePaulo. I think another humorous guy. He also plays a mean guitar. Can also keep me entertained.
Absolutely.
And I'll go Sister Marguerite. She'll be like the heart of the whole team, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think I would choose Irv too for a different reason. I think the top of Irv's head could kind of send like an SOS kind of signal.
Could also start a fire.
What did you say?
Could start a
Start
fire.
a fire, tilt that thing down. Oh man. Well, I also wanted to talk to you because you're a fantastic professor.
Thank you very much.
I've had you this semester for the Many Faces of Comedy, and our producer Des has also had you. And funny enough, see what I did there with the pun?
That was
okay.
smooth.
That's what he learned in your class.
That's called bombing.
He didn't
guys.
learn that in my class.
AJ also took that
I
class.
did last year.
What's been your favorite part about teaching comedy? Have you always been a fan of comedy?
I actually have been. I've from like a very early age. Like my dad was a big fan of comedy, so like in fact, as soon as I was old enough, we'd start going out to like see films and stuff.
Yeah.
That was kind of something we bonded over. He introduced me possibly too early to Monty Python's sketch comedy, which is hilarious. So yeah, it's been kind of something that I was really interested in. I never thought about teaching a class on it, but there was one here on the books that hadn't been taught in quite a while before I got here. And I was looking through, I thought, well, that sounds like a great idea. So I picked it up, and it's been evolving a lot because, so both you know about this, but now that we have this Film Mind program,
Yes. Yeah.
we designated the comedy class, so that's the one, if you want to really kind of focus on that, right out of the gate, you can take that to fulfill your core lit requirement. So there's a lot of good reasons to take it, and we tend to bring in comedy films. We try to get sort of the history of it in the present day. It's a nice mix.
Yeah, I would agree, and I don't say this to everybody, but your class has been really enjoyable. I really enjoyed kind of how you mix the old kind of comedy and the new kind of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great blend of comedy.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask you, who would you say are some of your favorite comedians, or some of your comedians that you grew up on?
Oh, that's a good question. I've been a big fan of Tina Fey now for some time.
Yeah, we got three Boston
Yeah,
kids.
oh my God, she's amazing. I've been following her since she actually got started. She was a writer on SNL before she started like doing comedy bits,
Right.
but she's really just taken off. Another favorite of mine is George Carlin. And
Classic.
yeah, I mean that's part of it. Like there are some people who you can see the influence they had. Like that everyone sort of does what they do. If going after that. So Carlin's a big one. Who else? And so probably and picking one would be so hard. But like anyone out of the Monty Python troupe, like those guys were so insanely talented.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like the comedy actually should be smart. Like all of those guys had at least a college degree. I think a couple of them had graduate degrees. So they were all like geniuses, and they all did not only wrote but performed comedy really, really well. Like that, they were such an amazing troupe that way.
That's a great top three. I was watching. Funny enough, I was actually watching Carlin the other night, and it's really interesting how he makes you kind of laugh at one moment, and then the next moment you're kind of in deep like philosophical thought.
Yeah. He wanted to keep people he definitely kept your attention, but he's always sort of like knocking you a little off guard and then bringing you back into the cycle again. So
Yeah.
definitely talented.
Absolutely. And how about you, AJ? What would you say is your
Favorite comedian? I don't really watch stand-up that much, so surprisingly, if you know me, I'd like to think of myself as a funny guy, but as we can see here, not that great.
We do most of our comedy sitting down.
That's
again,
true,
so.
yes. I couldn't really tell you.
All right. That's fair enough. I think I'm gonna go Bill Burr, Dr. Hamilton.
Another good choice.
I don't know. Have you listened to his podcast before, the Monday Morning Podcast?
I haven't listened to his podcast. I've seen some of his early stand-up, and yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
again, really smart.
Yeah, very smart.
You know, and just because you're smart, it doesn't mean you can do kind of dumb slapstick humor. Or you can like walk that line. Like Carlin, it's the same way. But you got to be really smart to know how to time all of it. You know, to get it just right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we're coming down to the end of the semester here, and I don't know about you, but that means IDEA evaluation season. And since you've been here for so long, I'm wondering, was there any IDEA evaluation that really stuck out to you, or was just absolutely bizarre?
So, I think, and I should have kept this, but I was very stupid. One of my very best evaluations at the end was just 2 words: awesome beard.
You do have an awesome beard, yes.
I mean, thank you for that, but I should have framed that, obviously, but somehow that got lost. Every time I teach a class in writing, I always get something like, I love this class, but there was too much writing in it. And generally, I mean, sometimes I get comments where I'm not sure that the student knew what we were doing in the class, but I just kind of let that go.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair. And I think out of 16 years, if that's the worst things you've gotten, I don't think that's
a pretty good track record.
Really, AJ, we should have asked Dr. Glass what his IDEA evaluations were. I think they would have been a couple of the ones I sent him. Hopefully, he didn't read those, but I'm just kidding. Well, I wanted to end this interview with one more question. What would you say is something that you wish most people knew about you, Dr. Howe?
That's a great question.
There's a lot to take away here. You're a very interesting person.
So much. I would like people to know, watching this, that I hope someday to learn how to play the accordion.
Okay, my grandfather plays the accordion. He could show you.
My grandfather actually played the accordion. I never got to meet him, unfortunately. But like this is sort of apparently like his Saturday routine. Every day he lived in Port Richmond in Philly, and every Saturday he would go in his backyard with his accordion. He got a bucket of beer because that's how they sold it to you back then from local tavern.
Yeah.
And he'd sit there and he'd play his accordion all afternoon. I thought, I want to do that someday and try to like bond with him in that fashion.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's a cool instrument. I've seen my grandfather play it many times, and it's almost like a piano, but I don't know how to describe. Anybody know how to describe an accordion? It's like a piano, and then with like cymbals or something.
You can both entertain and frighten people at the same time.
Yes, yeah. It's good for like waking people up in the morning too. Well, Dr. Hamilton, I hear that you're a big fan of sci-fi films. So today we had our very own AJ Tenari create a compilation of some of his films he created, and we're going to have to commentate over them and see what these are all about. Dr. Hamilton, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Have you seen any of these films before?
I don't believe I have, no.
All right, okay. All right. Well, Des, let's roll this first clip here.
Nah, that's not what I meant.
Let's see, where is this? Knights?
This is a nice cafe, yes.
I don't see Odell in there. Is he?
That's the scariest thing about this thing, the lack of slobber.
What's nice without Odell, AJ? What's nice without Odell? Seriously. I miss him making those raps.
Me too.
Looks like a typical Knights Cafe night. Nobody in there. I see. Pat's looking for Odell.
Oh,
find him.
Found Alex. Even worse.
And Costells is there. I don't know where he just shown up. All right. What'd you think about that one?
I found it mildly confusing.
Yes. Yeah.
But on the other hand, the fashion sense was just spot on.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Really nailed it.
Appreciate that.
I taught about everything I know about the suit.
I believe that.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to that next clip, Des.
Oh yeah, the Emmys. That was a night
Is that
to
my
remember.
tennis partner, Elizabeth?
That is.
Those two, nobody's
This is also a huge monumental moment for me when I won my first Emmy.
What'd you do? Sneak into the Grammys, AJ?
The Emmys.
You thought the suit was
Had some
gonna?
pretty stiff competition.
Oh, there's fat in it.
Cleveland Show, season 2 shot.
Is he throwing up the peace sign? Is it trying to be John Lennon? Or?
I believe he's discussing 2.5 Men,
Oh, Two
everyone's
and a Half
favorite
Men.
TV show, as you see by the 2.5 that he's holding up.
Two and then like
Two
this.
and a half,
I thought it was
yeah.
like
Like
a claw, oh man, what'd you think about that one, Dr. Hamilton?
Did anyone actually watch Chuck when it was on the air?
No, not at all.
Can you enlighten us? Are we?
No,
are
I
we
didn't watch
missing
it
out?
either.
Oh, okay, all right, good. And Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought about that one, but that was
That
was
is
your
my
own
own
project, AJ.
thing. I thought it's pretty good.
Phenomenal, phenomenal. Let's get to this this next clip here. All right, we got a police officer wearing a leather jacket.
That's not what I would say.
Is he trying to be in Greece or something? Like,
He's on a mission, I'll say that.
okay, man on a mission, man on a mission.
So was that an outtake from like an Indiana Jones film, or?
Yes, actually. So I was invited for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I put out something that they wanted. They didn't take it, and I gotta say, considering how that movie turned out, they might as well have taken this.
I feel like that was better production values than I'd seen in that film. So
Thank you.
Nice
See,
work.
This guy gets it.
There we go. There we go. Des, let's get to this next one.
So here we have the sensitive artist character as he writes some profound lyrics.
Looks like he's writing the next White Broncos hit.
I wish we had that talent in our roster.
All right, there's AJ playing the drums. Like it.
You can tell that you have like musical force inside you here.
I know. I'm just bursting with talent.
How do you make your eyes glaze over like that?
AJ,
Hidden talent of mine.
AJ, I have a little bone to pick with you on that video.
Oh, what's up, James?
So you always tell me that you're not a big baseball fan, but I see all of the MLB teams
Well,
in the
James,
background.
would you believe that was not my house we filmed at?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. That was very interesting. Let's get to this next clip.
There we go.
Looks like Linus.
Doesn't go anywhere with his blanket.
Trying to find his blanket. I still do that, AJ. I still carry my blanket with me.
I don't
a
blame you,
couple
man.
times.
Is this performance art
You could say that.
or black magic or
Looks like somebody was hitting the vape.
I'd say
too hard.
more
Yeah,
theatrics.
See all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff.
possibly?
Are you familiar with the band Genesis at all?
I've heard of them. I don't know that I've seen any of that before. Anyway.
Well, that was my best recreation at what happened in 1975 when they cut ties with the former frontman Peter Gabriel.
Did you do any research on that before you created this, or
No, I thought I kind of had the background facts.
just kind of spitballing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's pretty accurate.
Sure. Why not?
I think AJ listened to like In Your Eyes one time. It was like that's enough
good
research
enough.
for today. We'll shut the books. Well, that
Susu Studio.
Well, that was our last clip. Dr. Hamilton,
What a
thank you
shame.
so much. What a shame. I know. I wish we had more. You can check all those out
On my YouTube channel,
on
AJ
AJ's
Tenari.
YouTube channel. If you really
Like,
want
comment,
to see
subscribe, hit that bell. New videos whenever.
whenever he posts it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for playing, Dr. Hamilton. That was
Always
that was
a
lot of
pleasure.
fun. AJ,
Thank you, Dr. Hamilton.
I can't really shake your hand, so I'll give you an
Just as
air
good.
5, just like we did in COVID times. So. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. It was a great semester, and thank you so much to everybody who made this possible. We will be back and better than ever next semester. So sorry to Mike McCrossan and Elizabeth Cavalier for not getting them on the show. We had not enough time for them. But until then, I hope you have a great summer, and we'll see you next semester. Until then, have a great night, be well, and be safe. Good night.
Woo!